Victorian England was a time of great change. Cities like London grew crowded and crime rose, sparking public fascination with detectives. This era gave birth to the detective story, with readers craving order and heroes who used logic to solve mysteries. The first fictional detective, posed C. Auguste Dupin, appeared not in London but in Paris. English writers like Wilkie Collins and Charles Dickens soon followed, shaping the genre. The stage was set for the world's most famous detective to emerge. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's Sherlock Holmes defined the detective, a master of observation and deduction, solving baffling crimes from Baker Street with Dr. Watson by his side. Agatha Christie, the Queen of Crime, created Miss Marple and Hercule Poirot, detectives who unraveled intricate puzzles and red herrings. The golden age of detective fiction turned the whodunit into an intellectual game, challenging readers to solve the mystery. These detectives became cultural icons, reassuring us that in the end, justice and order would always prevail. After World War II, the world felt darker and more uncertain. The charming country houses of the Golden Age seemed out of touch. In America, a new detective emerged, the hard-boiled, cynical figure who walked the mean streets of corrupt cities. Writers like Dashiell Hammett and Raymond Chandler created tough investigators like Sam Spade and Philip Marlowe, men who lived by their own code. Violence and moral ambiguity were constant threats. The detective was no longer a symbol of perfect order, but a lonely knight in a tarnished world. This shift became the blueprint for film noir and changed the genre forever. Today, the detective remains one of the most resilient figures in literature. The genre continues to evolve, reflecting our modern concerns. We now have detectives from all backgrounds, genders, and cultures, investigating crimes that range from cybercrime to international terrorism. Authors like Ian Rankin with his Inspector Rebus, or Michael Connolly with Harry Bosch, have created long-running series that allow their characters to age and change over time. These modern detectives are often grappling with personal demons, bureaucratic systems, and the psychological toll of their work, making them deeply relatable figures. The core appeal of the detective story has not changed. We are still drawn to the promise that chaos can be ordered, that questions can be answered, and that truth can be found. In a complex and often confusing world, the detective provides a sense of closure. The genre has also had a massive influence on other forms of media. The structure of the detective story, the crime, the investigation, the reveal, is the foundation for countless police procedural television shows, crime dramas, and thrillers that dominate our screens. The detective is a familiar and comforting presence in our shared cultural landscape. What does the future hold for the detective? Technology will certainly play a larger role. Future mysteries might involve artificial intelligence, genetic engineering, or crimes committed in virtual reality. The detective of tomorrow may need to be a master of digital forensics as well as human psychology. Society's changing values will also shape the genre. Stories may focus more on social justice, institutional failings, and the very definition of crime itself. The detective will continue to be a lens through which we examine our world and its most pressing issues. From C. Auguste Dupin's quiet study to the bustling streets of the modern city, the detective has been our guide through the darkest aspects of human nature. The journey has been long and fascinating. The enduring popularity of these characters shows our deep-seated need for heroes who seek justice and fight for the truth. Whether you prefer a classic puzzle or a gritty modern thriller, there is a detective story waiting for you. So I invite you to pick up a book, old or new, and join the investigation. After all, who among us can resist a good mystery?